Hey guys, how are you today? We're back. Episode number 2.
Just when you thought it wouldn't end.
Yeah, we keep coming back. We're like a bad check. Or that credit card bill that you don't want to pay or whatever.
They're like herpes, man.
Again, I'm Hal. This is Joni. We have a special guest with us today.
Yes, we do.
Look who we found.
It's awesome.
Wesley Snipes.
Hey. I paid my tax. Oh, no, I didn't.
The money's in the bag. No.
Running into all kind of people in Tennessee, right?
This is our friend Cat. He's from Nashville. He is another karaoke host like us, another kindred spirit. And, our first episode, we were kind of all over the board. And we talked about stuff. But here's the thing. We were talking about rotation last week. Kat, what do you do, man? You're dealing in a different... every market is different.
Yeah.
We kind of gave our perspective.
Tourist trap.
Well, yeah, if you've never been to Nashville, I was going to say, he could describe it for you, but I've been there before. You go in and they work on tips pretty much. They don't really get paid, and it's a privilege to do it in Nashville, is how they view it. And if you don't tip the DJ, you're not getting up.
Tip to skip.
Yeah.
Yeah, tip to skip is pretty prevalent in Nashville, but like most tourist towns, we're never going to see most of these people again.
No.
But also, like you said, industry standards when it comes to being paid as a host or even as a DJ, like where I came from, it's nothing like it should be. I mean, because, like we've spoken before, and I've said, I remember back 5 years ago, I can go do a gig for 5 hours, make $1,500. Nowadays, I can go do a gig pretty much the exact same place for the exact same time and do $250.
Yeah, which is tough.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's all due to the piracy, too.
That has a lot to do with the piracy.
Yeah, because you get, Bob that says, hey, I got my tax return check and I'm going to be a DJ. Well, and I got a hard drive I didn't pay anything for. And so, hey, I'll do your karaoke for, a bar tab.
$50 and beer.
Yeah.
It's called oversaturation.
Yeah.
That's really what it's all about.
In my market, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't swing a dead cat without hitting 3 karaoke bars on that block on any particular night. It's horrible.
Not at all. And in Nashville,
Yeah,
every bar on 2nd and Broadway is doing karaoke.
Yeah.
So
because everybody wants to be a star in Nashville.
Yeah.
I mean, for a while there, where my bar is, we had a bar directly across the street that did karaoke. So it was always us versus them. I bet they signed up in both rotations, didn't they? And bounced back and forth. People would because, our selection is so much larger than that bar that was across from us. And they'd go over there and do their super whiny, old-fashioned country. Then come across our bar.
Were they doing country and western?
Oh, yeah. They'd come over to our bar and break out, Maroon 5 and, Five Finger Death Punch or something.
Millennials.
Something crazy.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, some Drowning Pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, love those millennials.
That's something too that we have to deal with in our rotation is the I want to be up next.
I want to be up now, and here's $10.
Oh,
or $2.
Or $2.
Hey man, can you?
Hey! Every once in a while, you catch those good ones that'll give you a 10 spot, and you kind of look at them, and you're like, no.
Yeah. How about a handful of coins? A handful of coins. Yeah.
They always ask, "Can I get you a drink?" I'm like, "I drink for free."
Yeah, that's it.
I wish I drank for free.
Yeah.
Really? They make you pay to drink?
Yeah. It's Nashville.
You could pay me to drink.
OMG.
It's Nashville.
It is Nashville.
I don't think there's any bar that I know of in Nashville as a host or a DJ where you drink for free.
Wow.
Now, there are some bars that would do like a discounted rate, and some of them are amazing rates. It'll be $1 for anything. And some bars will knock off 50 cents on the drink, and you just pay 50 cents less than everybody else. So everybody's always like, hey, man, do I know you work here so you get free drinks, man? Buy me a drink. No.
No.
Let me ask you something. You've traveled around the country.
Oh, yeah.
You've gone to other shows. What would you say the biggest problem is at the shows you've seen? What would you say? And we're not talking about the state of the industry as far as we know there's a lot of illegal music out there, but if you walked into a show, what's the number one thing that
irritates you about the
pisses
KJ?
me off?
Yeah. Or about the show?
About the show.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I've walked into many a show and seen the host bring up a YouTube
Streaming a YouTube
video, and I'm like, no, dude. Hey, man, I'm from Nashville. I'm with a company, and we do karaoke. That's illegal, right?
Man, I have no idea.
Really? Yeah, man. If you get caught, that's $250,000.
Yeah, I think it's
per
Per
offense.
song? Yeah, per offense.
$200,000.
Yeah, per offense, and I'm like, yeah.
And I think a lot of, I don't want to say ignorance, but meaning not knowing, that type of ignorance.
Bad training.
The thing
man.
is, like, if you have a movie and you use somebody's song in that movie, they got to pay to do that. The same thing with us. You cannot just play random willy-nilly stuff without having to pay for it. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we've got three people. I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee. She's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You're in Nashville, Tennessee. And we all see the same thing. And I guarantee it, if you're in San Diego or Chicago or St. Louis or Texas or wherever, Florida, you're seeing the same thing.
You're seeing it, yeah.
We're not going to tell you what to do, but you got to think about this for a minute. It really hurts the industry.
Yes.
Big time.
Do the bars profit from it? Sure they do. But do the artists profit from it? No, they don't.
Do you profit from it?
No, not really. Not in the
because
long
you're
run.
using bad quality songs and putting
bad
the
quality
good
sound, too.
manufacturers out of business by doing so.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're cutting your own food supply.
Yeah, you'll cut your own throat in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
and we all have that. We have a way that we handle it with our own clients that we deal with in our own markets.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking earlier off camera about millennials, and we love the millennials. However, because it is on the internet does not make it free. Somebody has produced it, somebody has directed it, somebody has created it, and they have time, money, and expense in that.
A lot of time, money, and expense.
A lot more than most people realize.
Right. And millennials understand this.
We're going to make them mad, but that's okay. We love you guys. Thanks for coming to our show.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We love you guys.
Just because it was on the radio doesn't mean it's going to be on karaoke the same day or ever.
Right. Or just because it was your favorite song on this album and we have a song from that album doesn't
Right.
mean
We have the
whole
entire album.
It doesn't work that way.
No. Right now, there's no more Adele. Why?
Yeah.
She's on the no-fly list.
Now, can I play the ones that I have from before?
You can play the ones you have from before.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have the original compilation or the original production, you can, and you've converted that to a digital format, or if you have the original CD, yes, you can continue to play that. However, she is one of the artists, and they call it a no-fly list.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that no-fly list, just Google no-fly list out there. And if you're a karaoke host, you need to know this information.
And you'll be super surprised at the names
Yes.
on there.
Yeah.
Aerosmith,
Eagles,
Adele,
Bon
Eagle-
Jovi?
Eagles.
Garth Brooks, Bon Jovi.
Garth Brooks is a big,
Yeah, there's tons of artists out there that have said, we do not want our works or our creations to be converted into a karaoke song or karaoke CDG or digital format. And here's the thing about it. Just because you heard Garth Brooks sing the song, Garth Brooks may not have written that song, so he doesn't own that song. He's singing that song and putting it on an album with permission. And
Right.
he's had to go through a lot of that to do that.
Yeah.
Or I don't care if it's Coldplay or Creed or whomever. They've actually gone out and used some of the services that actually police that music or own the rights of that, the publishers, whether it's Sony or Universal or Warner or whoever it is out there. They've actually had to gain permission for that.
And they've paid to use the
They've
song.
paid to play it.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga, there was something, I won't forget this, but she or her publishing company sued some bars in Pittsburgh, and my one bar owner, she's like, are you legal? Because they were illegal. They were playing stuff. I was like, I am completely legal. You're fine. You don't got to worry about that.
Right.
But it does happen. And you know the weird thing about that, in my opinion, I mean, I see the artist point of view. They don't want their song butchered. I get that. But on the flip side of that, you'll have. You all right?
Yeah, I'm trying to move right. I got my leg.
Yeah.
I got hung up over here.
You'll have a karaoke singer that's phenomenal and will sing that song wonderfully, and people go, "Who does that song? I got to get that album."
Right.
So I mean, you got to take the good with the bad there.
right.
But bottom line is, it's their property and it's their right to say no. So.
I mean, our industry has actually helped promote the artist, and we don't, sometimes we don't realize that because somebody will hear the song and then go out and buy that CD or buy that iTunes download or that Amazon download or whatever it is.
I recently did that. There was a kid that came to my bar, and dude's got a great Michael Bublé voice, and he does The Best Is Yet to Come with the Michael Bublé version.
Yeah,
I was like, I did not know that he did that song.
And you went out and bought the album.
I went out and bought the album.
Yeah,
it's a great album.
It is a great album. It is. Sam Smith. People are getting turned on to Sam Smith because they've never heard him before, and they hear somebody sing at the bar, and next thing you know, they're buying the music. So we help that industry. It's kind of a two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some. I didn't catch the whole segment yesterday on the summit, but they were talking about.
You mean last week?
Yeah. The
What day is this?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm so confused. But they were talking about the artists coming and doing shout-outs and stuff like that. That's going to be fantastic.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, no kidding. But if this is not a dig on the millennials.
No, not at
all.
But
if you're coming to a show, and we're not trying to call you guys out, but if you're coming to a show, be patient. Respect your bar owners, respect the bartenders, respect the servers, respect the karaoke hosts. We're working our butts off to make sure that we can do things for you guys
and make you sound good.
But the other thing is, please respect our equipment.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Please don't take the mic.
Whoa! Oh yeah! Oh!
Yeah.
I'm out.
That big thing up on top is called the top of the microphone. Don't put your hand on it like this.
Yeah.
We can't fix that. That kills the sound. Hold it down here. Just because you see some guy on TV.
Oh no, we can fix it. We turn it off.
Yeah.
You see a guy doing this on TV? That looks cool. Sounds like crap.
And if it does sound good, I guarantee he's rocking a $5,000 microphone.
Oh yeah. Had a guy the other night.
It causes feedback. It causes you to sound like you're singing on mono instead of stereo. It's problematic all the way.
He took the mic and he did it like this. He covered it with both hands and he's singing like this. And he goes, "Man, I can't hear myself. Turn it up."
I was there. I watched this.
Turned all the way up. That was last week. Yeah, he turned all the way up, and he's going, and that's what he sounded like. And it was like, really, dude? Seriously? And I told him to not do that. So what does he do? He does this again.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Really?
Right.
I just turned. You know what? I at that point, because usually I'll do the same thing. I'll walk around from the booth and I'll adjust their hand.
I do that. That's what I do.
While they're singing.
That's what I do.
I'll adjust it.
About this.
And it'll stay there, and then it slowly shifts back up. As soon as the first break where they get a hand shift.
I'm gonna invent. You inventors out there, think about this for a minute. You know the dog collar? When you
I was thinking about that.
And they can't scratch themselves or lick themselves or whatever.
Fantastic.
Put it right there, and they can't go up any higher. And
That's a good idea.
It really is a great. I've thought about it out of plexiglass or something, or a little plastic.
That's so funny.
Cover or
Just give it to
something
the people that are notorious for doing that.
Call me.
Right?
Email us. And let's take that for a second. We have a YouTube channel. You're watching us right now on our YouTube channel. And I think the guys at Digitrax are going to actually stream some of our shows and things like that. And you may be watching on the Digitrax channel or something. KaraokeQnA, and it's an N. It's QnA at gmail.com.
Southern accent.
Yeah, it is. It's a southern thing.
INA.
But go to our email address. Shut up, Kat.
I'm glad to have somebody that doesn't have that accent with me today.
Go to our email.
What you trying to say? I ain't got no accent, man.
Send us an email. Send us something and we'll talk about whatever. You can tell we just we just do this thing. We'll talk about whatever.
I got kidnapped and brought here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, we flew him all the way in from were your arms tired?
I want to go back to the microphone.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's do that.
Okay,
Let's do that.
We were talking when we had this concept of doing this show, corded versus cordless. You use corded.
I use corded.
And why?
I use the corded SM58. That is a tank. It is bulletproof. It sounds good. It can be dropped thousands of times and keeps working.
Yeah.
I mean, it really keeps working. I buy
The screen gets dented, but it's
but you know what? I've got this little thing at the house in my garage,
Pound 'em out.
and I just kind of pound it out. I do that about once every couple of months. I haven't done it in a while. You laughed at my mics the other night because they're not round anymore. They're kind of oblong and things
Mine
like
are,
that.
But Shores do that. That's
But they're bulletproof.
Yeah.
Spend the money on a good corded mic. Now, the reason I use a corded mic is I don't want people walking off stage with it. I have lost a mic at one time years ago. And their mics are not cheap. You do get what you pay for. I buy expensive, and there's several brands out there, and you can check online, or you can check at some of the stores like Guitar Center or some of the other. We have a local store in town called Rick's Music, and they have these cords that are lifetime warranty or 10-year warranty.
Oh, yeah.
You cut it in half, man. They'll give you a new cord. But I can control those microphones, but they work. They never break. They just keep going. I've got 58s that have been in service for probably 13, 14 years.
Now,
And,
that's the good about it. What's the bad about it?
people trip over the cords. People will they'll pick it up and they're standing on the cord. They go to pick it up
And just
it
yank
falls
the
right out of their
XLR
hand.
out.
Yeah, the XLR comes out, or as they're picking it up, it falls out of their hand and it hits the stage.
Oh, yeah.
Or the floor, wherever you are. So, yeah, that's the downside to it.
Or the spilled beer.
The spilled beer, the cords
Sticky
get real
cords.
sticky. And that is a downside. But you have to kind of figure, what works for you. Now, you use a cordless mic.
Cordless, yeah.
Yeah.
I was worried about switching over between the two because I do a lot of college bars, and I was afraid that they might take them because as drunk college students like to take
Trophy!
things, anything you can take off the wall.
We love college students. Don't get us wrong.
Anything-
We were there before, so we've done this.
But it makes no sense. I mean, they're drunk and they don't realize that if you take the microphone, it's not going to work anywhere else.
It's a cool souvenir.
It's a cool. Look what I stole from karaoke. But I think really they're drunk enough to believe that they're going to control the show and sing along with people, or go to somebody else's show and have it work there. It doesn't work that way. You need the receiver with the
we
transmitter.
will not come back to pick you up later.
But I've twice so far. Luckily, it was in the same venue, and they have everything's on video, so we found them.
Yeah.
But the one time, I always get the mics back after each singer, and I wipe them with a Lysol wipe every single time because I'm a little bit of a germphobe.
Yep.
And people really appreciate that, and it doesn't cost that much money. It doesn't take that much time, and that way you get your mics back each time.
Right.
But I did have one twice where it disappeared, and one I just stopped the show. It's like, okay, we're not going to do anything else till they get the microphone back. And so I was walking around, and there was a guy at the bar, and he's going, and I watched this. She's shoving it down her pants, and I'm like,
She Lysol it then?
well, I always do. But I was like, dude, really? I was like, you're out. Bouncers, you're out. Steal my stuff.
They're
Then
out of the rotation.
Yeah, and then another one, it was the end of the night. It was a crazy, busy, insane night. I could not wait to be done. And instead of getting the mics back and wiping them because I didn't have another singer, I just started tearing stuff down because I just feverishly needed to get out of there that night.
just
And
had enough.
that's when I realized the mic was missing. So I went to the last singer and I said, do you have my mic? He goes, what do you mean? I was like, are you accusing me of stealing it? I was like, no, I'm just asking if you have it because you're the last one that sang with it and I can't find it. He's like, I don't have it. So they rolled back the video and he chucked it underneath the table. I don't know if he did it before or after I asked him about it. But
See, that's
yeah,
not
but
cool.
but we found it. But the worst thing I've ever had happen, and it was with a corded mic. The guy put it up his butt.
Ooh.
Do what now?
Ooh.
Yeah. It was the first time. It was probably 15 years ago.
You mean
and
like
up his butt?
literally?
Up his butt.
Like,
Poop. Butt.
hey man, I need $125 and
Yeah, you
keep
can
that.
keep it. Yeah.
What happened
Give us
was
those.
it was.
Seriously.
I know. What happened was it was the first night in a younger crowd venue.
That's
and
nasty.
Don't
it's
do that.
horrible.
Do not do that.
What he did was, and I was like, this was my first show at this place. I didn't know what to expect, and he put the head of the microphone in his mouth, and I was like, dude, why would you do that? That's disgusting. This is before I wiped them with Lysol wipe. Put it in his mouth, and I was like, that's disgusting. Why would you do that? He goes, how about if I shove it up my ass? And I was like, what? And he dropped trowel right there and shoved the corded end up his butt. And I was like, I couldn't even talk. Would you expect that to happen?
No.
And
Okay.
when he pulled it out, he's like, oh, I won't say what he said, but it was dirty.
Nasty.
And he jumped over the couch and ran out the door. And I was like, so.
Wow.
How'd you know
Up
he was
your
ready?
butt? Up his butt?
I'm not kidding. Yeah. Just when you think you've seen it all, You have.
Guys, see, this is the kind of shows we're going to have. This is what you want to. This is better than. This is reality TV. This is really true reality TV.
Well, I wanted to ask him. Do you use cordless? Are they yours? Are they the venues? What?
Look, I'm so traumatized about the mic up dude's butt. I mean, the only thing I can think of is Eddie Murphy.
Oh God. Oh, this is too good.
Oh. Majority corded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, but also you've got to figure where my residency is. We have a lot of cordless things around us, so our frequencies start crossing over.
Yes.
And,
Right.
while I know one time while somebody was singing karaoke and I was rocking the cordless mics.
Good for good, buddy.
No, it wasn't even that. It was perfect. Bar had a live band there, had a saxophonist. He was rocking out, and the guy was singing "Taking It to the Streets," but somehow the saxophone part worked out really well
Nice.
with this dude's song. And
That's
then
priceless.
I just thought it was some remastered track that they had done something
It's
to
a
that
venue
we
next
just
door or something.
we just happened to get, and I had just never found it before. And then when the song ended and everybody's done clapping, the sax is still going. I'm like,
Yeah, because you're in close proximity, like 3 or 4
Yeah.
hours right there together.
I've
Oh,
had
my
that
God.
during
like,
a wedding one time.
oh,
Or
God.
no, there was a presentation at a hotel, and I was doing karaoke, and the presentation was coming through mine. So yeah, it does happen. I didn't think about that,
Well,
but you have karaoke everywhere.
But if
there.
you're using corded mics or cordless mics, make sure the cordless mics are compliant, because some of the older cordless mics are the older channels, and you will get the head far good, buddy.
yeah,
You know, so
we're
you
not allowed
gotta-
that frequency
the
anymore.
police band's crossing
Yeah,
over.
you gotta make sure you've got good cordless mic. Blah blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Cordless mics. So there's pros and cons. What works for you guys? I mean, if it works for you, use it.
Right.
Mine works for me. It's just cable management and taking care of my equipment. I don't have to buy mics every 3 years. You know, I buy new mics every now and then, but I run or manage 9 shows, so I've got mics all over town, and I've got a huge investment in mics. So you get what you pay for. I've got, and karaoke singers, we love you guys. Be gentle on our equipment.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Because we want you to sound good too.
Yeah.
You know. And,
Right.
Yeah.
Our goal is to make you the star.
I want you to have fun, enjoy your time, come back and visit. Because the more times you guys come back and visit, the longer we have a job.
Exactly.
Right.
And you know what? And it is a job.
It is.
It is a profession. You know, it can be a hobby job for some people, but it's a profession for us, and we take this very seriously.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. That's why we do this program every week.
And again, if you have any questions or you want us to cover any topics, let us know.
What's that web? What's
It
our email
is-
address?
It is KaraokeQN. See how I say it?
An,
A.
not and, but N.
N.
The letter
The
N.
letter N. QNA. There we go.
At gmail.com.
There you go.
And we'll take all your questions. There is no stupid question.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
When am I up? That's the stupidest.
Yeah.
Teacher lied to you, man.
We may give you a goofy answer, but no, we'll answer it right on the air. And if you don't want us to use your name, that's fine. If you want us to use your name and do a shout out to you, we'll do that as well.
What up, Miss Kelly's Nashville?
There you go. Exactly. You know, and we're all about that.
Karaoke.
Karaoke. Yeah, we talked about that last week. There's more things coming down on karaoke. That's going to be on a later episode. That's kind of cool. That's
a very cool product.
You've used that.
Yeah, I better had used it.
Yeah, you've used that.
I was the first person to start testing that bad
Yeah, and you
boy.
came to Knoxville, and we had a premiere party.
Yeah, that was a fun party.
That was a great party,
Man.
and it is a great product.
Lots of food and alcohol.
Oh yeah, well, that was before the party and after the party and during the party and the whole bit. Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah, that was a blast.
we had a good time. So that was a great product. That's a great product. We're going to talk about some more. There's mobile apps for your songbooks. There are, if you have a smartphone, you can and we can make your life easier as a singer, because you can access our song list on your smartphones. Use those.
Save the printing of the books and the ripping
Save
out
a
of the
tree.
pages and the,
Save it, yeah.
the spilling beer on the books and.
Yeah, I don't use songbooks anymore.
I mean, my books cut, and I spiral bind mine. and I don't put them in page protectors anymore because that's just disgusting. It is. You know, the paper acts like a paper towel if you spill a beer, and you turn the page. Oh, this page is pink. This page is green.
Pull them apart.
It's just disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
That dingy brown yellow.
But even
Are they
just
sticking the books up their butt?
I hope not. But anyway, but just the copying of the books, the copying of the books cost me about $45 a book to make.
Yeah.
So it's very costly. And then, you know, people come up to you with a page from your book. I want to sing this song.
Or just bring me the whole book.
Yeah, I've had that before.
Put it back.
Yeah, I've had that before. But, you know, we're having a good time. This is what it's all about. You know, tune in every week. Thank you, Kat, for coming out and hanging out with us today. We appreciate you being here.
You're welcome, man.
Well, he may show up. He may show up again every now and then. You never know.
Yeah.
You want him back? Let us know. We'll bring him back. You know.
Bring back Kat. Bring back Kat.
Exactly. I'm Hal, Joni, Kat. Guys, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a great karaoke day.
That was really cheesy.
A great karaoke day. Hey, have fun. Yeah.
Tip your bartenders.
Tip your KJs. Tip your KJs.
We love you guys.
See you next time.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Bye.
Be kind. Rewind.